right, Shalom Israel. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect. It's the brother Yachazak from the Great Millstone Dallas camp. And I basically just wanted to get into Matthew 13. I'm going to read like half the chapter. You know, the disciples, they used to ask Yahweh Shai why he was speaking to the people in parables. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible is written in parables. I mean, some you can take literal, some you can take, you know what I'm saying, as a parable, and you got to get the spiritual understanding out of it, you know. And that's the difference between having a thorough understanding of the scriptures and not having a thorough understanding of the scriptures. When you can get the stories and the stories and the things that were written aforetime, which is for our learning, as according to Romans 15:4. Every account that you read in the scriptures has a spiritual aspect that you have to grasp in order to get the full understanding. You know what I'm saying? And if the Lord is speaking to you in parables, then it is what it is. You know, you have to pray for the understanding. You have to humble yourself down. It's a certain way that you have to be in order to get the full understanding and be able to go out and teach, you know. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you got a lot of guys out there winging it, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of guys out there winging it, man, that used to be among us, man. You know, you got your Al-Mashabah, you know, Nazariah, and I can't think of the other brother, the other brother name. They call him Mac 10. You know what I'm saying? But what they fail to realize right now is the Lord is speaking to them in parables, and they not getting it. You know what I'm saying? And this is not even a video. This is not even a video to just bash them dudes like that, because it's to the point now to where it ain't no use. The line is drawn in the sand. You know, they don't like us, they don't like them. They don't like us, we don't like them. You know, it is what it is. But what I want to focus on is the Lord don't give the understand. Everybody who think they got the understanding don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm including myself in that. You know what I'm saying? I hope that the understanding that I have is able to consistently grow. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to be a more consistent teacher in these things. But I say this: I don't teach nothing I can't go into. If I don't have the full understanding, I don't just go there. You know what I'm saying? Our apostles and elders at Great Millstone didn't teach us to wing it. You know what I'm saying? You got guys saying that we need to read for ourselves and read on our own, and we do that. We do that. You know what I'm saying? And when we run across something that we haven't seen before, we have the luxury to be able to ask the apostles and elders questions and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Paul got on a boat and took a trip just to ask a question, man. You know? And for our forefather Paul to get on a boat just to ask a question, it's totally ridiculous for dudes to not want to ask questions to the apostles and elders when they the ones that been teaching you for the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It seems like every time brothers leave Great Millstone and start going off on their own, they start going off on the doctrine. All these different things change, you know, and that ain't fair to the congregation. You know what I'm saying? Al-Mashabah, you said you was all about the little ones. Bro, Nazariah is going off and you just sitting there. All on the video smiling and cheesing. You know what I'm saying? Throwing body shots and all that old type of stuff, bro. Come on, man. I would say you should be ashamed of yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? I never thought I'd see the day where I would witness you act the way you act, man. It's oh man. Yeah. It's amazing. But whatever, man. I'm just gonna get into the scriptures, man. This is Matthew chapter 13 and 1. It says, the same day went Yahushua out of the house and sat by the seaside. And great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into the ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables. You know, matter of fact, let's go ahead and get the word parable. You know, parable says a placing of one thing by the side of another. Juxtaposition as of the ships in the bay, metaphorically, you know what I'm saying? A comparison of one thing with another, likeness, similitude, an example by a doctrine or a precept is illustrated, you know what I'm saying? A narrative, fictitious but agreeable to the laws and uses of human life by either the duties of men or the duties of the Most High, particularly the nature and the history of the Most High's kingdom, are figuratively portrayed. A parable, an earthly story with a heavenly meaning. You know what I'm saying? A earthly story with a heavenly meaning. A pithy and instructive saying involving some likeness or comparison and having preceptive or admonitory force. An aphorism, a maxim, a proverb, an act by which one exposes himself or his possessions to danger or venture risk. You know what I'm saying? The definition that we gonna get, that we gonna focus on, is E. It says a narrative, fictitious but agreeable to the laws and uses of human life, by which either the duties of men or the things of the Most High, particularly the nature and history of the Most High's kingdom, are figuratively portrayed. You know what I'm saying? And this is a story that the Lord was speaking to the people in, that if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't for everybody, and it's going to say that going as we move forward. It says, and he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. You know what I'm saying? And what this parable is going into is, once you hear this word, once you hear the true meaning behind what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has set up through the scriptures, you can take it certain types of ways. You know? It says, some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who had ears to hear, let him hear. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord just pretty much just threw that out there. He said, if you can receive it, if you can get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. You know? So the disciples, in verse 10, it says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto them, because it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. And that's what I want to focus on, man. You know, the word is given to certain men each time you're here on this planet. You know what I'm saying? And if you understand the scriptures according to the way they're supposed to be taught, you know, the Lord himself said, he that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water, man. You know, and you got novices that's jumping into the scriptures without no supervision, without no friends to tell them when something is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And they butchering the scriptures completely because it wasn't given to them, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Esau can make it. The Lord didn't teach us that, man. The Lord didn't put that in the scriptures, that Esau can make it, man. You know what I'm saying? You got all these scriptures that say that Esau not gonna make it, and you got dudes that's trying to use scriptures to cut the scriptures. If that's your way of operating, if that's your form of teaching, then the Lord didn't give it to you, man. You know? You got brothers from Great Millstone all over the world that's just chopping that down because it needs to be chopped down. It's not nothing, you know what I'm saying? That's wrong according to the scriptures. Esau can make it, and Lazarus is the rich man ain't Esau, you know? And then these guys want to say, well, you need to read and stop being controlled, and you need to do this and do that. No. Lord willing, I'm going to stay under the umbrella that he was giving us to shield us from this rain. And I'm going to teach the words that I was taught that I'm going to stick with until the end, Lord willing, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do run across a revelation, man, even if you do run across a revelation that may be true or whatever, it's still order. You know what I'm saying? What about salvation for the Israelites, man? Huh? What about salvation for Israel, man? You searching and toiling, going deep into the scriptures, pulling out other books and hidden things and all this old crap, man, to combat the salvation of Israel, man. That's what y'all doing, man. That's what y'all doing. Wake up the hopeful elect, man. Tell our people they transgressions, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to focus on us, cool, fine, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you want to say this don't mean this and that don't mean that, fine. If that's the battle that you choose to fight, fight your battle, man. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to defend this gospel, man. And Esau ain't going to make it. You know what I'm saying? Esau is the rich man in that parable. You know? And it is what it is. But it wasn't given to you. That's what I'm saying. If you teach Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai out of envy and strife, man, the Lord didn't give it to you. Because what if the Lord gave the word to you with a true understanding? You're supposed to be all about the people. You're supposed to be all about waking up the hopeful elect, man. Condemning the wicked and waking up the just, man. You know what I'm saying? And if your whole soul mission is to tear down the apostles, then hey, do your job, man. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. You know? Verse 12, it says, for whosoever hath to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance, but whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. You know what I'm saying? And all you brothers that used to be amongst us, that's on this crusade now to let the whole world know that the apostles and elders don't know what they talking about, do your thing, man. Do your thing, man. But that's what I'm saying. The longer y'all been gone, you tend to get worse and worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? And Nazariah, I'm just going to be straight up. Until you can get out of the vanity of your own, until you can get out your own way, the Lord ain't revealing no secrets to you, bro. You too vain to even stop getting your hair lined up, man. You know what I'm saying? Meaning you still in the world, bro. You still in the world. It's just that simple. If you can't stop getting a lineup, if you can't even tear yourself away from that, why would the Lord deal with you enough to reveal his secrets to you? Think about that, man. Think about that. You've been breaking down the scriptures wrong as hell ever since you left Great Millstone, man. And Element, you sitting there letting him do that? That's what I'm saying. I thought it was all about the little ones, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I would think that you would be the elder out of y'all, the little group that y'all got. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already said that y'all don't agree with everything each other say, which is asinine, considering the fact that y'all bringing it out together. Y'all might as well be with Barack and HODC 12 and GOCC, and y'all might as well show up at that summit with all them other niggas, man. You might as well. Therefore I speak to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, and neither do they understand. That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all do not understand the scriptures, man. You don't. You don't. That's what I'm saying. If you thinking you can cut a scripture with a scripture, you don't understand the scriptures, man, because all the scriptures go together. All the scriptures go together, man. And the mission that you own, hey, if that's your mission, if that's your lot, so be it. But for us in this house, man, we gonna serve the Lord, man. You can scream Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai at the front of the video and at the end of your video, but if you're not glorifying them in the middle, it wasn't given to you, bruh. It just wasn't. Verse 14, it says, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. You know what I'm saying? And that's going back to Isaiah 6 and 9. You know, and it says the only thing that's gonna wake our people up is that destruction, man. They gonna be like that until the destruction come. It says, for this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all turning away the healing, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because the judgment didn't go your way, that one time, now you don't want to hear nothing the apostles and elders got to say. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to see the prophecies come to pass. You know what I'm saying? Because you want your lick back. Because you mad. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about waking up the little ones for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, y'all are little ones. We all little ones. You know what I'm saying? We all little ones. And for you guys to sit up and spew the madness that you spewing out of spite just because one judgment didn't go your way. You know what I'm saying? How can the Heavenly Father leave the future of the nation of Israel in hands such as yours, man? The Lord not gonna do that, man. The Lord, you can't leave the future of the world in the hand of badass kids, man. And y'all are waxing worse and worse. Y'all are waxing worse and worse. Every time y'all get up there and get on that video and y'all gloating, y'all showboating, it's a highlight film and y'all just all listen that. Ain't no glorification of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh coming out of that. And ain't no truth coming out of the lessons that y'all teaching because y'all don't understand the scriptures, man. Verse 16, it says, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. You know what I'm saying? They not hearing the. I would say, when was the last time you seen one of them dudes going to some prophecy about what's coming to America? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be getting on the white man, not trying to toil in the scriptures to figure out how he can make it or whether he can make it or not. Because first of all, he can't. Second of all, he don't deserve to. And third of all, he wasn't set up to be delivered, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord set up Esau to be destroyed, man. He was going to play his part on the earth, and then he was going to be destroyed. And whatever happens to those spirits after that point, it remains to be seen, man. It remains to be seen. Only the Lord knows what he's going to do with the spirits from Esau. You know what I'm saying? And until we get that information, we're not worried about it like that. But push the prophecies, man. Tell our people that the Lord is about to send his son back to destroy this place. Tell these motherfuckers that the chip is coming, man. Tell them that Jacob's trouble is right on the cusp, man. World War III. That's what I'm saying. Can we get an algorithm out you niggas? Are you going to prophesy at all? You know? What about the prophecies? Ain't nobody gonna stand up for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah and say what they want to be said on the earth, man. That's a damn lie, man. We doing it, man. We doing it through the spirit, man. Lord willing, we endure to the end. And that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. So, you know, it says, hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this thing out. It says, when any heareth the word of the kingdom and understand it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. You know what I'm saying? And this is he which receives seed by the wayside. You know, you got people that just heard the word, you know, and it just go right over their head. They don't get it. You know, they keep on walking down the street. It says, but he that receives seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with the joy receiveth it. You know, oh man, I'm an Israelite. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? White man, the devil, cool. You know what I'm saying? They get into it a little bit. It says, yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. But when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. You know what I'm saying? When Amashaba couldn't take his rebuke like a man, you see the results. You know, when Nazariah couldn't take his rebuke as a man, you see the results. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you can't even stop getting your hair lined up. That's vain. That's vain, man. The Lord ain't dealing with no vain ass dudes. You gotta humble yourself and you gotta get out of your own way, man. And can't none of you dudes do that. Mac 10 with all them whack ass doctrines and dumb ass questions, man. That's what I'm saying. You keep on asking stupid ass questions because you don't get it, bro. You don't get it. I mean, the questions that y'all present, are you serious, dude? You know? But that's what I'm saying. As soon as you brothers got offended, as soon as y'all got offended, all of a sudden the truth wasn't the truth no more. You're going to do your own thing, which is cool. But that's what I'm saying. Just teach what you was taught. Teach what you was taught. Teach salvation. Teach prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Focus on that. Focus on that. Verse 22, it says, he also that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting your hair lined up, man. You get choked up by a lineup, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you the proudest nigga on the corner talking about what everybody else need to do because you got it. That's what I'm saying, man. Tried and refined. Bro, you haven't been tried. Y'all haven't been tried and refined yet. Y'all haven't even been tried yet. Y'all haven't even been tried yet, man. You know what I'm saying? Being tried and refined is talking about going through that fire and coming out on the other end in righteousness, bro. That haven't happened for none of us yet, man. We all in the fire right now. What are you talking about? Tried and refined. That's a proud ass statement, man. Now you can hope to be tried and refined. You can hope to be elected, because that's what we all doing. We all doing what we doing in hopes to be elected, in hopes to be chosen, right? You know what I'm saying? And for you to put that tag on yourself already, you know? Element. Do you even call yourself Mashaba Ali anymore? You know what I'm saying? A man who is completed by the Most High? Really? I'm telling you, man, you dudes proud and don't even know it, man. It's quite disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? To not be able to humble yourself to this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And you are those dudes being marked as causing division, man. Straight up. It says, but he that receiveth seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some an hundredfold, some 60, and some 30. You know what I'm saying? And that's who you want to be. You want to be that man that understands the word and that's able to go out and teach it the right way, man. So the Lord can find you doing when he come back. You know? If you're not glorifying Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, and I don't mean that by just calling the name at the front of the video and at the back of the video. Everything in the middle got to be glorifying Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? And Yahweh Shai was given the order by his father to speak in parables, so some that can get it and some that can't get it, man. And it ain't my fault that everybody ain't gonna understand this thing. You know what I'm saying? I hope and pray that I'll be able to understand this thing and keep on teaching and keep on utilizing these scriptures and applying them to my daily life to where I can be meet for repentance, man. But as long as you guys keep coming out with that doctrine, all this wayward madness that you pulling out of left field, we're gonna always have an issue with y'all until the kingdom come, man. Because the Lord said, he that believeth on me, as the scripture had said. You know what I'm saying? Just because you reading the scriptures don't mean you got that understanding, man. And every time you get on them videos, bloviating, pucking your chest out, and talking shit, the Spirit of the Lord jump on the real men, and they chop down everything you brothers doing, man. It never fails. Every chapter you done went into over the past year and a half, you've been wrong and you've been corrected, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. It's not us. You can hate us all you want. You know what I'm saying? And hell, we can hate you. But at the end of the day, Yahweh Shai, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, is going to sift through all this madness. And then it's going to be understood whose men, which men belong to the Lord and which men that don't. And with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.